Greetings Internet and welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. The ride featured today is part of several loops that are all similar in the far northeast kingdom of Vermont. And the specific location is Route 5A, which is part of the Northeast Kingdom or NEK Scenic Byway, specifically featuring Lake Willoughby. The best ways to see Lake Willoughby is by boat or aeroplane, but second to those options, of course, is from the saddle of a motorcycle riding its eastern edge along 5A. During the summer, Lake Willoughby and town of Westmore is popular tourist destinations and popular with locals too. Lake Willoughby has an average depth of 185 feet with a maximum depth of 300 feet, making it one of the deepest lakes in the state of Vermont, and it is a glacial lake. To me, it's one of the absolute natural highlights of the Northeast Kingdom, and I highly recommend rides that include 5A. As I'm riding the W800 on this ride, I figure now's a good time to talk about some of the changes I've made to the bike now that I'm nearing 5,000 miles on the odometer. The first thing I'll address is the seat. As a new W owner, you probably recognize very quickly that Kawasaki designed the seat to look correct, and for city commuting times being 60 minutes or less, and that anything more than that results in the backside fatigue pretty quickly. I addressed the issue using the Omega Racer comfort seat. I'll put the link in the description, which I purchased with my own money. I've gone through what I would call the break-in period and can now say I can sit in the saddle for long periods of time, which is why my photographs from rides are so few. I have to make a mental note to stop to take photographs, whereas on the OEM seat, taking a break every hour or so was mandatory so I could stop my backside from aching. The next thing I'll address is another issue that new W Series owners will encounter right away if they stick with the OEM stock tires. In the USA, these are the Dunlop GT300 series, which again, look period correct and probably perform period correct for the 1960s and early 1970s. As my bike is a 2020, I wanted something that performed like it should for a 2020 model. And changing out the Dunlop GT300 series for the Michelin Road Classics did exactly that. I'm definitely past the scrub-in period, and these tires perform exceptionally well. They do not look period correct, and I don't mind that a bit. Interstate riding is comfortable, and I'm confident in doing so, even in the wet, neither which was the case on the stock tires. Twisties aren't an issue either, also in the wet. Totally fine. One of our riders at the rally has over 18,000 kilometers on his Road Classics and just got a new rear tire. Front has plenty of life left in it, so they're definitely very well wearing tires too. Are they track day tires for a superbike? Probably not. But a track day on the W? Most certainly. The last thing I'll provide an update on is the bar risers. These are going to be good or bad depending on your preference. Most of the riding I do is on 2-lane state highways with maximum speed limits of 50 miles per hour to as slow as 25 miles per hour depending on the town or village it passes through. I purchased the 28mm bar risers, which allow for a more upright seating position, which I find incredibly comfortable, while still allowing a slight lean forward by simply bending my elbows for a bit more when I'm at interstate speeds. They are easy to install and did not require any new cables. The rest of the additions I made to my W are cosmetic, and while I love them, everyone has different tastes, and they don't affect the ride experience much, just the looking experience. I hope you enjoyed the video, and ask that after you did, you please click the like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It's the very best way to help out my little channel. Whatever mode of transport you prefer, whether it's by land, water, or air, do yourself a big favor and visit Vermont's Lake Willoughby in town of Westmore. You absolutely won't regret it. If you're hungry while in the area, I recommend The Gap, just north of Willoughby on Route 5A on the west side of the road. Excellent food and a great staff. As always, keep the shiny side up, keep the rubber side down, and keep it wheel.